Does the perfect guy exist?
Come on, I'll show you.
The Manic Pixie Dream Guy is everything you've ever wanted. Caring, spontaneous, quirky, and always there for you. Now in the world of glamorized love, beware the MPDG and why you should never date him. You must have stumbled upon him on screen at least once. The Manic Pixie Dream Guy is a young, quirky, and misunderstood savior of the day. The gist of this trope is youthfulness, freedom, good looks, and a girl he is desperate to save. And that's exactly how it went in the coming-of-age rom-com The Fault in Our Stars. Like a magic fairy, he shows up out of nowhere in the life of the lead actress and changes it forever. The context signals the two have very little in common, yet somehow they end up as endgame. Ansel Elgort portrays the ultimate classic MPD guy named Gus. Always a mysterious addition to the plot, the MPDG enters the story as a complete oddball.
You put the thing that does the killing right between your teeth, but you never give it the power to kill you. A metaphor.
Both characters have been diagnosed with cancer, yet the perception of life differs. Hazel is too cautious to enjoy it, while Gus is on a mission to prove she can. It's a predictable storyline for the MPDG to be disliked by their love interest, or even be dubbed as obnoxious and annoying, but you can't get rid of him because the Pixie Dream Guy is here to provide for your needs. Naturally, the girl can't resist and falls in love with him like she never has before. Gus knows Hazel does not have much time left with her diagnosis, and he conveniently takes the decision of power into his own hands. After a couple of weeks of exchanging book recommendations, he sacrifices his own Make-A-Wish chance to get her tickets to Amsterdam and meet the author of the book she loves. An unusual scenario for a teenage fling, wouldn't you say? The boy is 16 and nothing screams regular teenager like his unique ability to fulfill a girl's wish with ease, right? How convenient it is that he shows up in the life of a vulnerable, fearful, introverted girl and instantly falls for her. That being said, he is somehow the one who never gets to have his own dreams fulfilled. Did you notice we don't get to dive much into his storyline? He ends up being a handy and temporary puzzle to complete the girl's learning curve. And that's because, across most movies, this guy seems to have accumulated all the essential life wisdom.
You don't get to choose if you get hurt in this world, but you do have a say in who hurts you, and I like my choices.
He comes into the girl's life to show her the ultimate way to live. And that's the paradox. Dream guys are free-spirited gurus who obey no rules. The key to life for the Pixie Dream Guy is easy. Simple joys. The lead girl has her whole life figured out until she meets the guy. A perfect illustration would be good old Hugo and Babi from the 3 Steps Above Heaven drama. These two couldn't be more different when social class comes into play. Hugo's all about adventure and living your life like it's your last day. Far more adventurous than Gus, but his personality again revolves around getting the girl out of her comfort zone in a new way. Dream guys turn girls' lives upside down and are shown to enlighten them. Hugo wants Bobby to be free from the lifestyle she pursues. It's so simplistic that it makes us cringe that she never tried to branch out and chill on her own. What a helpless girl. Paradoxically, despite being such a counteractor for all the toxic masculinity standards, this guy's even worse. MPD guys are misogynistic in nature. How come this girl has never realized that life is all about the simple things? His philosophy includes stopping and feeling the warmth of the breeze or seeing the colors of the sky, and all her worries can be solved. To delve into the manic bit of this title, Dream Guy literally chases his love interest and refuses to give up until she finally gives him a chance, but letting him in comes with a price. The premise of the movie is to be with him, which means living a true and authentic life. The Dream Guy changes the girl and her values, or at least, as in this Spanish drama, he leaves a great imprint on her. Hugo fights his internal demons and has anger management issues. But the narrative still says it was an eye-opening experience for both of them, a romanticized version of teenage love. But where does such a relationship go when regular adult life kicks in? As this movie shows, nowhere. What does the Dream Guy do except remind the girl to enjoy life? What if dream boyfriends in the movies went beyond being saviors and fun distractions? What if he let the main character pursue her own personal goals instead of trying to change her? Would that be possible? The thing is, dream pixie guys are often not like everybody else. They stick out like sore thumbs in the crowd and are always there for the girl to come back to. A perfect example of this is Noah and Allie from The Notebook.
We're gonna have to work at this every day, but I want to do that because I want you. I want all of you
forever, you and me, every day.
He swoops the girl into romantic chaos and spontaneity and wins her over with his childlike charm in front of her beau's eyes. Like her feelings in life before him had no meaning or value. Although Allie goes away to pursue her own career and even gets a new partner she was on the verge of spending the rest of her life with, the dream guy returns. His constant grand displays of affection are unrealistic. Sorry to disappoint, but those guys have a life too. And maybe, just maybe, it's not about 20 years of mindlessly pining for you and building you a dream house with brushes and easels. Which, quite frankly, gives off some stalker vibes just a bit. In modern context, you would never fall into the pitfall of not getting mail from your potential boo, but the concept remains. The modern depiction of a pixie dream guy is that he is not like anybody else she knows. He is mature beyond his years and has no malicious intentions towards the lead actress, just like selfless Jonathan Byers in Stranger Things. The trope developed from simple, hot mess guys to sometimes coy and reserved souls that will treat a girl with respect. Jonathan wants to be with Nancy and would never take advantage of her. He does everything to comfort her anytime she feels even a moment of despair. It doesn't matter whether his own interests come under threat. He is selfless and will be there for Nancy whenever it's convenient for her, with no strings attached. To continue with this portrayal, the media glorifies the dream guy as the only one who actually sees the girl for who she really is, not just her looks, but her soul and wild aspirations. He quickly becomes someone she can fully confide in because he himself is an open book. Despite the fact that we rarely get to touch the surface of his own deep soul, he accepts her and understands her. Patrick and Kat from the absolutely iconic 10 Things I Hate About You are the perfect example of this. Don't rush too quickly to accept Patrick as a simple bad boy. Look closer. He has a soft side, and unlike all the brutal pricks, he's not afraid to show it. He sings in front of everyone to confess his love to Kat. Yes, it was a paid deal at first, but then he showed a great level of maturity, compassion, and empathy that nobody unveiled before.
Yeah, but I screwed up. I fell for her.
Common thread that all these movie plots serve is that the intelligent, opinionated, and motivated women in them are some sort of social outcasts. But in the case of the MPDG, he can truly understand the lead girl's quirks, support her life choices, and even motivate her toward them. It is him who provides her with the sense of reassurance. The dream guy is the only one who convinces the lead that she is special. We've moved a long way from the 90s in terms of male standards. The current MPDG is sensual and sensitive. His ability to defy the societal standards of masculinity is what traps us into liking them. To all the boys, Peter Kavinsky is the perfect embodiment of a stereotypical jock, but those insensitive frat boys were always portrayed to have troubles with their moral compass. Not anymore. Peter would never hurt a lady, and at first, even turns down Laura's love confessions very nicely. The modern version of the pixie dream guy relies on a childish and goofy personality, despite having so much admiration and popularity around him. He's perfectly handsome, can take a joke, and apply for Stanford without putting in any work. Wow, achievable goals, huh? He's not always confident. He confides in the lead girl about his embarrassing, vulnerable moments. And by having moments of doubt, Peter demonstrates he is self-conscious too. He overwhelms Laura with his romantic gestures and even considers studying at a different college just to continue to be with her. What a charming self-sacrifice. A pixie dream guy reveals he can be attracted to a shy and unnoticed by everyone ugly duckling too, because he has real feelings and soul.
Because I'm in love with you, Archie. Only you.
He puts in work to figure out his feelings, take notes of his emotions, and respects Laura's boundaries. What unites all those characters is that he seems to be an ultimate gift of fate, a reward on its own, and after they get together, he simply disappears, or worse, dies. Remember Peter Pan or Jack Dawson from Titanic? They will make your life feel magical again whether you want it or not.
Moment of truth. Somebody's life's about to change.
A man-child with no character arc of his own. He cannot commit to anything because he has no story independent from the girl. And we're just meant to be totally okay with a dream partner like that. Despite its problematic nature, the MPDG trope is not as bad on its own. In fact, it only reminds us to not forget our childlike mindset, not succumb to the constructed and socially accepted lifestyle. The truth is, you should be your own dream guy. What toxic idea placed it into our head that a guy is the savior of the day and not not women achieving their needs and desires on their own. What a twisted belief that relationships are there to fix things for you. The Manic Pixie boyfriend is just an embodiment of how you should treat yourself and be able to focus on things that matter to you. Don't settle for a pixie dream guy. Borrow some of his traits and live a fulfilling life of your own. Now, if you want to discover other toxic movie tropes, make sure to check out Mr. Nice Guy. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay awesome.